Hello there, how are ya? I'm Matt, and this is my beard blog. This is week 4, well, actually week 4.5, and I totally missed week 3, so sorry about that. So we're going to have a little bit more growth between the last video and this video here, a little more beard growing happening. But no one's perfect, and in fact, that's a great segue into what we're talking about today. No beard is perfect. You look at how much grows on either side and where the edges of the beard are. It's always going to be a little bit different, and that is a big part, I think, in what people are trying to accomplish with beards. They're trying to make everything look really symmetrical, really perfect, and I don't think that's necessarily what you need to do. Your beard is what your beard is. My beard, it tends to stop growing right where you see it on the cheeks here, where you see that line. It is generally where it stops growing, but I do get some stray hairs a little higher up on the cheek, and if they get long enough, I can kind of see them in my peripheral, especially if I'm on my phone. You get the light sort of bouncing off them. It's annoying. So I do, and I did have trimmed just those hairs up here, right? So then my cheeks are a little bit smoother, not so much of a hassle. But I don't like trimming all the way down here. I don't feel that's really necessary. And also on the bottom of the beard, all around here, it looks kind of gross right now, but I don't feel that need to keep that super trim. If I was going to keep my beard this length, I probably would, but I'm planning on having a fair sized beard, so I likely won't be. But someone brought up an interesting point. I forget who it was, read it online, and they said, well, your hair, you don't like trim your hairline to make it nice and sharp and crisp, so why would you do that to your beard? And that's one way of looking at it, but the other way of looking at it is people generally do trim the back of their neck, their hair back there, when it's short. I don't imagine people with long hair really were worried about that too much. I've never had hair that long, so I wouldn't know. But I find with my beard, that's the approach that I take. Up here, I don't trim that because it usually stays pretty well in place, just like the hair up here. But I do get a little bit of something on my cheek, so I usually trim that up. Same thing with, I don't know, plucking eyebrows, getting rid of unibrows, shaving chest hair when you're a swimmer, that type of thing. But down here, it's a little different. It kind of just fades into neck. Or maybe it just fades into your chest hair, which is why you want to shave it. I don't know. But I don't really like to trim this, but if I was going to keep my beard this length, just like on the back of my neck, I would definitely trim that up just to make it look a little crisper, a little sharper, a little neater. I'm going to be talking about that in another video, but for today, all I'm mentioning is just keep that in mind. If you are growing your beard out, where you need or don't need to trim. You don't need to trim anywhere, I suppose, and especially if you're trying to get length, avoid cutting the length of your main beard hairs because you want those to grow. Caveat on that, I am not an expert on the biology of hair growth, whether, cutting off split ends to, make the whole hair healthier to grow further or something. I don't know how that all works, but if you want hair to be long, don't make it short, is the way I'm looking at it. And on the flip side, if you are wanting to go nice and neat and trim, maybe look into trimming up the edges, right? Experiment, see what works best for you, and I will see you next time. Again, sorry that I missed last week, and I do plan on having a video out this coming Monday, which is just a few days away. But until then, happy Halloween yesterday, and I will catch you guys later. Alright, see ya.